All right, the next mobilization we're going to talk about is looking at the upper back as well as the shoulders. There's a really big connection between mobilization and how well your upper back moves and how much tugging and pulling you're getting from those muscles out into the shoulder area. And so part of working on shoulder mobility is also dealing with the upper back area and making sure that is nice and mobile. And the foam roller is really ideal for using this, or the 2 tennis balls. You can also use the ball, the medium exercise ball. We're going to take you through all 3 examples of this. And so as you're using a foam roller for it, you're just going to start in a seating position. You're going to position the foam roller behind you so that when you lay back, your middle back is hitting that foam roller. Now, you want to be really careful that the roller doesn't just roll out from underneath you, but you want to leverage yourself so that you can cross your arms up to your shoulders, get a good position in that upper and middle back area, and you're just going to roll over that foam roller back and forth, not swaying from one side to the other, just really hitting the spine and the muscles right in the middle of the back. It's common to hear cracking and popping and some clicking in that middle back area. Should not cause any type of pain in the middle back, the neck, or the shoulders as you do this. If you do, there's either something else going on or you're not doing this exercise correctly. And you just want to do this a couple of times just to get a really good gauge of how tight these muscles are. You can definitely overdo this exercise, and so no more than a couple of minutes doing this is great. Here we're looking at using the tennis balls. You're just going to start sitting. You're going to put the tennis balls or the foam roller behind you. Then you're just going to lay back over on top of those. Now, depending on where you're at, you can start to either raise your hips up off the floor to get some more leverage on those tennis balls. In your lower back, you're mostly just going to want to lay flat on the floor. You're just going to work on using your legs and your arms to stabilize yourself and just really roll back and forth along the spine with those tennis balls. Or again, you can use a foam roller for this, or even that medium-sized exercise ball. They're all really great ways just to work on all the smaller muscles right alongside the spine. This is not trying to get a major pop or release in the spine. This is strictly just trying to get all those muscles and the fascia right along the spine to start to loosen up, to start to soften up, so that you can get better stretching and just general, much better flexibility, mobility, and some better stretching throughout the spine. So you can start down at the pelvis and the hips and slowly work your way up towards that middle back. As you get closer towards the middle back area, you can start to lift the pelvis up, and that'll give yourself some leverage, and you can really dig deeper into those rhomboids area, that area between your shoulder blades. Again, you shouldn't feel any pinching, any pain with this. It should just be a really deep pressure along those muscles right beside the spine. To mobilize the upper back in between the shoulder blades and around that shoulder area, again, you can use these 2 tennis balls in a lot of different ways. A really great way to do that is to roll out the thoracic spine and the upper back. Again, you're going to lay down. You're going to put the 2 tennis balls between your shoulder blade and the spine. Then you can lift yourself up. You can lift the pelvis up, and that'll give you a big leverage. That'll give you a lot of leverage to really push into those muscles and really work between the spine and that shoulder blade to get those muscles relaxed. Now, from this position, you can also start to move the elbows out, and you'll feel a totally different set of muscles as you work along that shoulder blade, as you work along the spine, using the tennis balls. Again, getting a completely different leverage point with your arms out. So breathing pattern and breathing work is really important in looking at the spine, looking at core stability, and especially looking at your middle back area. And so what we're doing here is we've put the 2 tennis balls right at T8 and T9 in the spine. And so as a reference point of that, it's right around where a bra staff would be. And so you're just going to lay there with the pelvis, the knees bent, the 2 tennis balls right along the spine in that area with your spine between the 2 balls. And you're just really going to focus on your breathing, trying to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You just really concentrate on breathing from your belly and not your chest. And so as you're doing this, you can even feel yourself. You can put a hand on your stomach and your chest. You want to feel yourself breathing from the stomach, and you should not feel a huge movement in your chest as you're doing this. You want to feel your belly moving. That means you're breathing from your diaphragm and not just from your chest. And so this is going to really open up the thoracic spine, really open up those ribs. You're going to be able to breathe a lot more deeply. And again, this is phenomenal for core stability, working on the diaphragm breathing, and this is also great for stabilizing the pelvic area.